Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene for hopefully what will be a remarkable fight. We are live at Falcor Bay. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape.
The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver, 6'2" tall, with a reach of 7. Antonio Tarver.
Roy. This bout, an open-air out. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Nice punch. That jab misses. And he just missed with that left jab. Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. It's all offense all the time. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. And this with that jab. Counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver. Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Can't land the jab there. Good counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pot you all night long. Rush them.
Jab misses. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that. On to the third. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These punches coming from every angle. Can't score with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That punch scores. Nice counter shot. Shot. Can't find a home for that jab. The perfect counter lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Done with that counter shot. That one lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. That bell could not have come soon.
Back together.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Catch and shoot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. That counter shot lands. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Tarver in some serious trouble. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, he is glad to... Let's start the sixth. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
They exchange punches. Punch, counter punch. That hook's blocked. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
He misses with that straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Tarver. And there's the bell for round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. What a punch. He threw a punch and just Tarver's been rocked. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. And we enter the 8th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4. Look at you. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter punch. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.